I'm just chunky. Okay? And I'm just getting fed up with it, okay? Santa Claus has burned out. Alright? First of all, I'm tired of wearing that stupid hat. From now on, I'm going to wear what I want. I think 1,648 years is enough, okay? So from now on, I'm wearing the fez. You can't see the fez all right now, but, okay? That's the fez, alright? And don't send me any more of those self-centered greedy letters you send every year, alright? Most of them never get to me anyway. They're either thrown out by the post office or sent to this little town in Indiana called Santa Claus, Indiana, so they can be resent by 4 million a year, apparently, they're sent out there. And a lot of my mail is stolen, which is a federal offense, as you know, by these publicity-hungry newspapers and TV stations to make you think that they care about little poor children on one day of the year, which just isn't true, okay? And besides, what are you sending in these letters? It's always me, right? Get me this, Santa get me this, Santa get me that. Well, first of all, I'm running out of money, okay? From now on, it's me and the Fed.
What about a campaign contribution?
I'm not campaigning for anything. As a matter of fact, I'm moving to maybe North Africa. Maybe I'll go back to my homeland, Anatolia. Nobody knows me out there. They're all Muslims. There is no. Matter of fact, my feast day is not December 25th. Somehow they moved that up for that Christian religion stuff they were talking about. You know, December 25th. Basically, my holiday, the St. Nicholas holiday, which is celebrated all over Europe, is December 6th. That was yesterday, so Christmas is over. Christmas comes from actually St. Nicholas and Santa Claus, and a little mispronunciation. It was introduced in this country by the Dutch around 1650 or something, you know, but it really never was a big holiday, and I was just happy to be, you know, a little out of the spotlight. You know how I got my reputation? Let me tell you. Back there in the 300s, there were these three prostitutes.
Greek?
Three Anatolian prostitutes.
Oh, okay.
And they, you know, they were trying to earn enough money to get married for this dowry so that he could become property of some guy back then. Sound familiar? Still goes on, right? They didn't have their dowry. So St. Nicholas first, 1 year, he tosses these gold coins in the window of the father's house. First daughter gets married. Next year comes by, same story. Finally, he throws a third bag of gold coins in. All three daughters are off married. No more prostitution. No more honest profession. They're property of some guy in Anatolia, okay? So then kids start hearing about this. And they say, oh, that's it. Nicholas is a great guy. Maybe he's going to give me some gold coins. Not everybody wanted to become a prostitute, you know? So then pretty soon, about 1000 AD, this whole story makes its way up to Europe. And they start saying, let's have these St. Nicholas parades, okay? And in Holland, it was like really popular. So these little kids dressed up in some kind of bishop's outfit, sort of religious thing, with a big red coat and a funny hat with a little rabbit fur or whatever on the tip. And he goes throwing presents around. So before you know it, I'm Father Christmas in Europe, all over the world. I mean, I got so many names. Let me look. I got, as far as Club Weimar is concerned, meine Name is Pilznickel. Pilznickel is Nicholas in furs, not Venus in furs, Nicholas in furs. Pilznickel.
Oh,
it comes mir ja Pilznickel. Okay, so all these other countries have funny little names for me. Père Noël in France, right? The one I like best, however, those Russians, yeah, they're up there, it's pretty cold. They call me Grandfather Frost. I sort of like that name. Okay, Father Christmas in England, and who knows what the Kris Kringles and all this other stuff goes on. But I'm the real Santa Claus. All those guys in those stupid red suits and those pillows sitting around, I'm going to have a beer. I can't take it anymore. It is Club Weimar after all. So, So back to my story, okay? By the time the Scandinavians arrived us, I got reindeer, I got sleighs, I got elves, and I got to live near the North Pole. You know, that ruined my whole life. I had to live up there in that frozen tundra. You wouldn't believe how cold it gets up there. No trees, no women. Now, don't get me wrong, Mr. Santa Claus is very nice, but
Right.
just looking once in a while, you know, it wouldn't be bad. So basically, I'm going into retirement. I may or may not hand out some gifts this year. I don't know. If it is, it'll be the last time. You know, I really just...
This could be the last time. This could be the last time.
Christmas. Okay, the reindeer and the elves are getting fed up. They haven't been paid for years. They took off on me. If I do this year, I'm going to have to do it myself. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, one day a year is not too bad, but... And, you know, it's not like I was making all those toys all year, okay? So I'm just getting too old to go around robbing banks and stealing stuff from houses when I go down their chimneys. You surprised, right?
Gee, Santa,
You thought I was just this rich guy giving away all this stuff. Well, I had to get the money somewhere, right? So every Christmas Eve, now there's not so many chimneys anymore either, you know? So I go down the chimney, I take a little something, I give a little something. You know, and then pretty soon they're starting to hand me this cookies and milk. Before you know, I put on a couple of pounds. It's really hard. It's really hard. Okay, so it's all empty calories, cookies and milk. You know, one house, maybe a couple of cookies, big deal. But you know, about 10 million cookies later, it's tough. So I'm just telling you right now,
There's someone
I stopped eating those cookies years
calling.
ago.
Probably they're going to miss you, Santa.
Yeah, they're not going to miss me.
Just a gift.
Mrs. Santa's actually taking
that call.
yeah. And Christmas, you know, didn't get to be real big till in this country till after the Civil War, and these department stores that were cropping up, you know, Wanamaker's and all that stuff.
It was big, now it's bigger than the Civil War.
Yeah, oh yeah, and this guy here, it's this German guy, Thomas Nast. He came to this country like in the early 19th century. Okay, he did some good political cartoons and all that stuff.
And some rotten ones, too.
But, you know, Harper's Weekly, you know, needed the advertising, so he started putting out these pictures of this overweight guy smoking tobacco, coming down your chimney.
Just because Thomas Nast was a racist doesn't make him
all
bad, all right?
Well, could be. Could be all bad. Anyway, so after the Civil War, the department stores, you know, winter was sort of a slow season after you buy your winter coat and, you know, stuff like that. What are you going to do? So he sort of started pushing this Christmas. Before you know it,
Mr. Pez.
my parade is not on December 6th anymore. It's on Christmas. You know what I mean? And so they started making a big deal out of Christmas. And the department stores, the more they advertised, the more this guy put out the drawings, the more people felt they had to get guilt-tripped by their kids. And then, of course, some German moralists chimed in with this thing about good little boys and bad little boys. All right, and then you give coal to the bad little boys, you know.
Coal,
They're
boy.
just meddlers.
Boy, that's rare now. That's a rare mineral.
That's right. So, yeah. Well, that's another reason
I wish Santa would bring me some coal.
That's right.
But not premier coal.
Okay, so if you see me on the street, okay, just call me Nicky, all right? I don't like this Santa Claus crap. I'm not a saint. I've done a number of bad things in my life.
What? Name 4.
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh, yeah? Then what is this picture there?
You know.
Wait a while. What is that over there? Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a second there. What's that on your mantelpiece there?
Santa, well,
Wait.
hey, we got all year. I'm going to have another slurp.
Santa in furs? No, Santa in curves.
chains.
Santa in cuffs. What is that? What does that say?
You're not supposed to see that.
What does it say?
All right. Well, actually, that wasn't me. That was
Wait. What does that say? Read that. Oh, yeah?
All right. Well, Santa's getting old. He's got to find his glasses. Okay, I'm 650. You think I'm going to have eyesight all your life?
Boy, Santa, I never thought we'd see you like that.
This is an Associated Press vote. Not so jolly. Policemen in Charleston, West Virginia, frisked one of the 3 members of the Hare Krishna sect who were arrested while soliciting funds in a Santa Claus suits. The 3 were charged with panhandling. So I guess that makes, they probably arrest all those Salvation Army people too with the stupid little bells and all these other Santas that go panhandling.
You shouldn't have handled any pan Santa. All right, so...
All right, now they got, this advertising thing's going so crazy. Here's an ad in Sunday News for dog food. No, not the Magna Duster. We got to tilt up a little. We'll see the kibbles and bits. Okay, what does it say right on the top? Up a little higher, up a little higher. All right. Hasn't your dog been good this year? Good dogs prefer kibbles and bits.
What about bad dogs like to lick your crotch?
Yeah.
Oh, those bad dogs.
That's right. Besides, it's not up to the parents whether you're good or bad. I didn't care. I just gave away the toys, and after a while I ran out of money, as you remember. I had to go start getting it from somewhere. I got a little stuck away, okay? I have a little bit. I got a few bank accounts here. I'm going to retire to Anatolia, so you can forget about it.
End of when?
Well, I don't know. I haven't even decided whether I'm going out.
Are you going to get Social Security?
Are you kidding? They didn't have Social Security. When I turned 65, the Hittites were just losing out power. Actually, the Hittites had been defeated years ago.
They weren't a hit anymore.
Matter of fact, my ancestors in Anatolia, the Hittites, beat the crap out of the 2,000-year-old man's ancestors about 1000 B.C. when they defeated Ramses II in Egypt. Okay, basically, just show old Santa one more time, because I'm going to fade into history.
Oh,
there we
you?
go.
Oh, no.
Hi.
Oh, there.
Hi there, boys and girls.
Wait, you're going to fade?
Yeah, I'm going to fade.
Let's fade you out
Okay,
here.
my advice to you is Merry Christmas, and God helps those that help themselves.
To what?
To whatever you can do.